Hello everyone, this is Abhijit Mahapatra. This is my first video, so I will introduce myself first. I have completed my master's in production engineering and I have done researches in the field of artificial intelligence and machine learning. I have conducted multiple researches in robotics stabilization and path planning in the Gandhi Institute of Technology. So this is my first video, so we go with basic analysis using a dataset containing movie name and other fields. We'll do some basic manipulation and other techniques so that we can analyze the data easily. So let's start the video. Okay, now we'll start analyzing the dataset. Here are the libraries libraries we required, like NumPy, Pandas, but Matplotlib and Seaborn used for the data visualization process, and here we import all the libraries. Now we will load the data. This is our data set which is containing in this folder, in the same folder where we analyze data. So we just provide the name and the type of the file. Here we use the CSV format, so that is the pd.read_csv. So you use that, and this command will provide the head of the data set. And now run the data. Now we have the these are the columns like title, overview, release date, vote average, vote count, and original language, which language this archives, the movies are published, movies are released, and the popularity. So in the first step, we will remove the unwanted column, so we can see that unnamed column 0 we have no use in that analysis, and overview can be a useful column, but for this video, this is out of the scope of that video, so we'll use another video, so we can where we will find some insight insight from this overview column. So we'll use drop method to drop that columns like unnamed 0 and overview, and axis 1 is the location where the these data are present, like axis 1 for the columns and axis 0 for the rows. So here we'll have power and we'll store that the data set which don't have these columns in the movie, and the movie data set, it looks like that. You can see in the title, the release date graph, and all these required fields. Now we will clean our data set, and so first we will find the null values if any null values are present in the data. So for that we will use movie.isNull command and data set.isNull command. So we can see we have mostly false. That means there is no null values are there, but we can see that these are the top 5 and these are the below 5, but most of the things are hidden here. So for that we will use a heat map to analyze or visualize the null value if any presence in anything submitted out there. So we can see that there is all the total graph is in single column, means there is no variation in the graph. There is no null values are there. So here is the command, like SN is for the Seaborn, and use the heat map for that. The heat map command is there, and movie.isNull is a parameter. We will find if there is any null values are there, and you can see that because all the data is the same color. So graph. It told us there is no or a little null values are there for the. So we let's find out in numerical form. So use dot sum method, which will sum all the null values in the column wise manner, and the result will look like this. Here you can see there is no null values there. The second parameter is remove the duplicates, because if we have duplicates, then our analysis will not that good. So we have to remove all the duplicates. So before removing the duplicate, we should know about the columns. Here these are the columns, like a release date. Release a movie in the same date, multiple movies can be released, so there is always a duplicate entries of the release date. Both average, multiple movie have the same rate of the both average is amplify the rating, the products are rating like 8.7, 8.6. Like, multiple movie have the same vote rating. Those same goes for the vote count and original language and popularity. But the title column, this is the main column. The title column does not have any duplicate entries. Should not have any duplicate entry because this movie cannot be released in multiple time with the same name. You can have the Godfather 1 or Godfather 2, all things, but the same movie name cannot be repeated. So if we found any variation or any duplicate entry, so we can found here. So you should know how many columns, how many rows are present here. So you can find like that. You just type the movie up the data set name. Here you can see we have almost 10,000 rows. So if the title column will contain 10,000 rows. Let's check that. So that we will find the unique, we will find the number of unique values, and so here you see that the title column have 9,657 unique values, means there are some duplicate entries, and we have to remove that. So we will use drop duplicate method, and this subset will be title because we have to remove the duplicate from the title. So here, let's find the duplicate. Let's find now. We have the same output. Why? Because now the movie dataset have this many rows, and as we previously discussed, the number of rows should be equal to the number of the unique value of the title. So these are the same, means we don't have any duplicate value present here. So let's let's move to the manipulation of the data. Why we do that? Because so that we can use the data set in a good manner. As you see that there is a column called release date. A release date containing the year of the movie released. This is the month and this is the date. It's the year, month, and date format. So okay. Also, if you want to use that the only year or month or the date, so we have to store them in a different columns like year column, date column, or month column. To do that, we have to store that all the values of the release date in a list called release date. We'll generate some blank list like year, month, and date so that we can use in further process. So first we will store that the release column in the list and create that blank list. Here we go. And now you can see that we will store every single. We will have to run every single value of the list in the list value of the release date list, and perform string slicing, so that we will slice them in the first four, the second two, the last two, so that we can store them in the year, month, and date format. The same thing is happening here. We use a for loop, and how many times the for loop will run? It will run for the length, the number of times, the length of the release date. If it's 1,000, then 1,000 times it, and we can see that the length of the release date is 9,657. So the I will be the range will be 9,657. I means the every element in the column. The first time the I will be 0, the second time I will be 1. This is the simple thing, and now we'll run that. So now we'll store the year list data in the movie data set with the column called year, and same. Okay, the same will be done for the month and date. Now now we'll see how our data is look like. So here we have the year column, month column, date column. We can cross check whether these are correct or wrong. Here we see that it's the 1972 is the year, 1972. Then the third month is the third month and 14th. So our operation is successful now here, and now we'll drop that release date column because it is no longer necessary. So now we'll drop that. Now we'll check the all the information about our movie data set using the .info column. Here we have like 9,657 entries, or the titles, number of non-null values are there. We can easily find non-null values are here, and the type of data type, like the title is a object type, port average is a float, because we know that port average here, port average, where is that? Port average is a float. So all the data, the required data is present in the movie.info. Now we have to reorder our data, like this is the title, now movie release date is not there, like title, then vote average, vote count, vote original language popularity, and year one that. We don't want this format, this is not static for this. So this is how we will reorder our column. We will first place the title column here, then the year, the month, the date, original language, vote average, vote count, and popularity. So let's run that cell. Now we'll see that how our movie data looks like here. This is the desired data format, title, year, month, date, and so on. Let's find out the description of that description of how like we have we already know the 9,657 number of entries are there. Minimum the mean of the board average, the mean of the star is 6.73. Minimum is 5.4 and maximum is 8.7. We can find same data for the vote count and popularity. These are for the numerical and float values where we can find the data. But if we want everything, then we will include all format, which is not necessary for now. Let's go for the analysis. We want to let's see how many movies are released in each year. So we will use movies at value count. Value count will provide the exact the number of movie we release in each year. So let's run that. Okay. So these are the top 5 years where the most movies are released, the number maximum movies, like 2018 is 445, 2019 is 419, or so on. So first we'll because we have a large data set, and we should perform the analysis in a better manner. So we'll divide the analysis in multiple things, like in the years, or we can analyze it for the years, like 70s, 80s movies, 90s, or the recent year movies. We can analysis based on the language and in the different format. So first we will analyze based on the year, like we'll first analyze the 70. What are the analysis told about the 70s movie from that data set? So here we go. Okay. I will see, I will just on that, but it will provide an error, but I want to explain why, so I will run that. Let's see. Not supported between the greater than equals to not supported between the string and integer. Why? Because here our year column looks like a numerical, but it's not a numerical column. You can found out here just add a new cell here and we'll go for the info like here. Here is a object here, so you have to convert it into a numerical form or the integer form. So you will take the year column to a list. Then we'll you know that how to convert a object to a numerical form. We'll go for that and store the newly generated integer year column into our movie data set. You can see now here. Now the year is integer. So we can perform this the same operation, the same code which is not working here. The same code will now let's see it's working or not. Yes, there is no error message. Let's see the head of the data set. Okay. Means you can see the year here we have the data set which is the year is starting from 1970s and end in the 1980s. It looks like there's a lot of brackets or something that you can use the simple method if you want. If you don't want to do that, then just store this in a different data set. Then use the method like here. If you use that, I won't run that, but you can use like any year 70. Just use that. See, it does that frame. As we already have done that run that cell. Now we have the data head here, and let's have the description of the data set. Here we have the description like uh, uh, we have 430 number of rows are there, and the starting year is 1970, a maximum is 1980s. Here the average star is 7.04, which is just higher than the mean average for the all the data set, and we have the maximum average is 8.7. So we'll now find the maximum and minimum average of all the analysis for the 1970s data set. Now we'll see the movie number of movie released in each year. We'll have that value count. We'll use the same value count method here, and we'll have like that. 1980s have the most movie released, and followed by 1973, 1979, 1971. You can use the top 5 using dot head method, like here. If anyone asks how the top 5 years the most movie released, then we use that method. Uh, Value count with dot head, then we will find the top 5 years for that. Then let's okay. If you want to sort the movie based on the upward average in a descending manner, so we use this method, and this is the our data set name. We'll use the dot sort method for which column is the data average column, and we'll find this. Uh, Now you can see the highest movie ratings, movie with highest rating are present in top and this. But while we do that, we'll see, because if we want to find the top 10 movie with highest rating, then this is the way you can see have the top 10 movie with the highest rating. We can store in the column and for doing further analysis, but here we these are the top 10 movie. Uh, these are the years where they are. These are the years, and these are the top 10 movies. Like The Godfather, we know Godfather is one of the most popular and one of the best movie of all time. Like The Godfather and these are the all movies. Some of movie I don't know. Then let's see the least vote count with least the movie with very low rating, low rating movies like. Okay. Before that, we'll find the movie with most vote count. Here, the vote average in the rating. We can see that the Godfather has 17,537 movie rating with 8.7. But here you can see that the one new over the Corpus Nest, which I never heard about it, but it have 8.4 rating with a very less vote count. With this number of people have voted this, so we need to find out how much the movies with very high vote count means how many people are the most people are vote for the rating. So for that we'll use this board with the same sort value for the vote count and head for the top 10. 10 for the you can use 5 for the top 5 and 10 for the top 10 like that. So on that same. Yeah. Now you can see the difference. Like Godfather have 17,537 number of vote count with 8.7 rating. But Star Wars is 18,339 rating with 8.2. The same here if you compare Star Wars and the Shining. Star Wars, you know that what the Shining. I never heard about the Shining. Here the 15,006. Star Wars have more than 3,000 for count for this same rating with the Shining game. So these are the things we should consider because most high the more the vote count, it is chance that your vote average will be goes down because I think goes down, but here you can say it's a less the signing have list lesser vote count in Star Wars. These are the things we can find out from the analyzing a data set which cannot be found out just looking the overlook the data set of the any kind of so the analysis is why analysis is important because of these things. So let's explore the another column that is popularity. Here you can see 8.7 rating Godfather have one 3.429 popularity, yeah, which is outstanding because Godfather is an exceptional movie. But we analyzing these two movies with this same vote average. One is Star Wars, one is The Shining. Here you will see something which is very interesting. Like this both the two movies have this same vote average 8.2. But more people are provide participate for the vote in the Star Wars like 18,000 and for the Shining is 15,000. But you can see the popularity of Star Wars is 16.5. While having the same vote average, the popularity of the Shining is 38.196, which is quite drastically less of value than the Star Wars. If you see the Empire Strike Back, you will see that it will 8.4 star rating, which is higher than the Shining, and it is already the same type of vote count, but you can see having the more vote average, what the popularity is 25.052. So these are the things we will analyze from a data set. So we will just explore the popularity column here. Here we'll go on the same. Here. As we told what was the exceptional movie with highest rating and highest vote count and everything in there. We think good, not highest vote count, but a marginally high vote count, and the popularity was 0.3. Then we will see the Rocky here. We cannot find Rocky movie here in the uh, vote count section, or neither in the vote average section. But popularity wise, Rocky is in the second position. So there are the different parameters. Like we know that some movies are not that good, but have high good vote average and less vote count. But popularity wise, we know some of the underrated movies are most popular movies. Like in Hindi, you can say Tumbar. I like that movie very much. But it's one of the most underrated movie. So we can find different type of data, different type of insight from this analysis here. And now move to the let's find the least rated movie. Like we will find the most high rated movie in that. So in least rated movie with same code, but here we use dot tail method rather than dot head. And dot head will show the top five, and dot tail will show the top below five, the below data set of the of a data below data set of the data set. So we'll use the top 10 least rated movie in 1970s. We'll see here. These are the least rated movie, like most least rated Airport 77, then the 10. I don't know this movie name or that, and Smokey. And you can see that they have quite a very less popular also, and vote count is very low. We can see that the these movies are watched by very least people, and they also don't like that movie. So I think they what to. Uh, uh, so these movies are maybe the flop movie or something in the 1970s. So the same we'll find for the vote count, for the least vote count movies here. Can see the thing, the like they are the least vote for the 203 and something. But the interesting thing that they have higher vote average than this movie. There was by vote at the less or vote less, but you can see that popularity. The popularities are also these popularities are lower than our list vote count popularity is equal to 14.06 and 6.8, 11 and 10. The highest is 10, 11, the highest is 14.606. So these are the ambiguity from these are the interesting facts you can found in the movie. Like these are not popular, but who these people, number of people they are watching, they just like the movie from this data set. So we'll go for the next analysis with that to find out the popularity. Like we discuss about the popularity, so find out the discuss the least popular movie. Yeah, they are the least popular movie. But you can also find that they have 7.4 rating. The working class goes to heaven. The 7.9 rating is quite a well rated movie. What you can say the popularity is 5.402. So we can find this type of insight from our analysis. Now I will find the how many movies are released on the basis of in the in original language. Like here we can find English. Most movies like 305 movie, 305 movies are released in the English language, and 53 in Italy, and IT means like 36 in French, or like that. 6 in Japanese, and only one movie in the Hindi. Actually, these are not the all the movies released in the actual in the real time. These are for only 10,000 movies. So in this data set, these are the figures. So don't confuse with these numbers. Okay. These are the numerical analysis we have done. So let's have some interesting analysis, which is the graphic analysis. We will use a simple pair plot because we don't have much data here to analyze. So just have a simple pair plot will analyze most of the things here. With number of data, more the number of data, it will take more time. Here we have some distribution plots and some the other graphs are there. You can see here. We can find different things or different insight from the data here, like the X level is if you count the port count and popularity. The lower the port count, the higher the you can see the higher the port count here. Some of the popular movie, most of the popularity will goes high, and for the lower port counts here. I think like most of the movies have the like you can see the 5,000 value, so don't consider as the zero port counts. They have the some numbers are there. You can see the most of the mass is present here, or the most of the number of movies are present here, and movies have popularity was of 22. If you go there, then 40. Most of the here. If you go to that movie, then it's maybe the Godfather or something like that. And for the histogram, you can see most of the movie released in 1980s, and which is we found out earlier like that the most movie released in 1980s. The same thing we can found for the vote average. Vote average is in between like 7. We have the mean average like as we told that it will be higher. The mean average 90s movies are higher than the mean average the data set, like it's more than 7. So these are the things you can find out found out from the quiet plot. You can find out more information on quiet plot because it will contain all the most of the columns with the comparison of other columns, and so okay. These are the movies we analyzed, which is released in 1970s. Okay, then let's come to the latest year, which is we'll consider for 2010 to 2023. So the same way we will create a subset of the data for the movie latest will and store in the data set called movie latest. Okay, then run the code and we'll see the head of the data here. You can see the data as from 2022, 2016, 2019, all that, and with different languages are there. We can see the predominantly are the English language. Here we can see Japanese, Korean, and everything. So let's describe description of the movie. That is your you can say that we have 4,562 number of entries are there, and starting year is 2010 and maximum is 2023. So and what average is 6.67 and 7 and that 70s movie is 7. So then minimum is 5.4, maximum is 8.7. These are the vote count parameters, like minimum vote count, mean vote count is 1756, and minimum for the 200 and maximum for the 33,257 vote count. Here the popularity, maximum popularity is 4,083 and minimum is quite 0.6. So let's find out the same things like how many movies are released in all the years we have, like we will use the value counts method, like in 2018 we have 445 movie, in 2019 419, 2017 419. We have all the years, right? And 2017 because the year is just starting, 7 movies are there. Okay, we'll see the head of the value count, like the top 5. As we discussed, the head will show the top 5 on by default. 18, 19, 17, 16, 14, same for the first 5. Okay, will sort the data set on the field of port average and with the descending manner. So and we'll find so how it look like 8.7 is height as we found from the description of the latest movie data set and okay, we'll find the uh, top 10 movie on the basis of the port average and which are this is Chungdosi, Javan, the boy, the Parasite, and Parasite is Korean movie, all know that. And these are the top 10 with having the most vote average. What you can see that the vote count for this movie is 208. It's very less people watch that movie and provide high star for while the Parasite which vote is provided by 15,000. 327 and it's 8.7, 8.5. Means a large number of people vote for it and they like that movie. So you can see why I also see from the popularity index like 61.47 and while it is 44.97. So it's like some people watch it but it's not voted by most of the people. And here you can see the Inception, one of the best movie of the era, the Inception, and it is voted by 33,257 people and with a vote of 8.4. So these things. If you just see only one parameter, it will be misleading. You will have to see all the parameters and combine either it's a good or bad movie or what kind of movie is that like 8.4 with a 33,257 vote count, which is a very high vote count, and you will see that the popularity is 8.43, right, is quite high. And for that movie, was in good. I don't know what movie, but this figure is like quite, I don't know, but it's like outlier type of quite a high, which I cannot explain why this is like that. Okay. Now, okay. We'll find the same value of same things which is found in the 70s movie, like the top 10 movie for the board count. Here we have it's like Inception. As you say, most of a high number of people, with a very large number of people saw that movie and rated it 8.4. Interstellar, the same. They have enjoyed Deadpool. Now we can see that this movie name we already know. Means these are the familiar movie names. So now we can relate to that data set like Inception, Interstellar, the Avenger, Deadpool, Avenger Infinity War, Guardian of the Galaxy, Avenger Endgame, Joker, Shutter Island. So voter count, I believe voter count is a good parameter to understand a movie either is good or bad. Only from the vote average, it is very much difficult to uh, reach a decision that it's a good movie or bad movie. Like 208 people provide 8.7 rating, while 33,257 people provided 8.4 rating. So let's go for the popularity index. Uh, yeah. Now, in the popularity also we know some of the movie like Black Panther. I don't know whether Avatar. All everybody know Ant-Man the Wasp, Quantumania. Which is just public, just leaked in 2023. And, can find the least rated movie here. Okay, and the numbers which are I don't know about any of the movies, or I have never heard about the movies which is like 5.5 or 5.4 rating of the movie and that confirmed ratings. Now we have the found for the list for the board count. Here goes 200 for the boil. you can see that the 7.9 rating, we already say 8.7 rating with 200 and something port count. So port average is, I don't think it's a best parameter to just only for a single time. If you just use port average for to finding a movie is good or bad, I don't think it's a good parameter here for the data set. As we analyze that now for the popularity list. Logan Whitman, the distant table with no, I think these are the least popular movies. That is on the 2010 to 23 period. Okay, we found the board count for the original language. Means board value counts like how much movie are published in which language like that. Here English as English is universal, very quite a popular language, so it is expected that English there's a lot more English movie than other. We have 131 English movie released and French are 3060 and something like that. Okay. We'll now have a paper for this so that we can understand it better. Most of the graphs are present in the paper. And we can use the paper in different manner. We'll see that. Yeah. As we already discovered how paper works, and these are the these plots, and like most popular movies are released like in 20 after 2020. Can understand the highest popularity wise. Like in the vote average, in the year with the vote average, like vote average in 2010, it's a vote highest vote average. In the vote count, but I think it's the exception at this point. Uh, it's just like 33,000 movies, more than 30,000 of vote counts are there. And you can see other movies are there. These are the movies released in 2010 with 2010 in the same period. Uh, and there's if you go for the vote average, you can see the every year we have averagely equally average vote with the ratings. If you find that like most of the movie falls in that line like 8 below 8. Okay. You can see how much movies are released in each year. Same goes for if you found the like vote count with vote average. So higher the vote average, here the less the vote count we have, the higher most of the high average votes like here are the higher average. We can compare with the y-axis of the vote average to the vote count. We can find that the very huge number of movie the low vote counts. You can see the density of that movies present in that line. We can this is one type of pair. You have you can have different type of purple like I will use the kind KDE. You'll have a totally different paper. I said the larger data set it will take a long time. While it's loading, we can go there and go to the Seaborn library. Yeah. Now you can have different parameters like the data, the human, like if you have a sex column which containing the male and female, if you have you like rules for the data in this panel. Here you can understand this is the basic paper we have already done for the two. Here if you use few spaces, then spaces let you have three spaces like these are the three spaces. So you will have the graph of the graph of three spaces, and here is the legends and here are the graph. The different graph, which one is containing with the our graph, you have the same graph we use prepared for the work analysis, but with a U and U. Okay. This is the graph which is now currently running in our system. This is the KDE graph. This is the different this graph which are containing this kind of containing which different parameters. So it's the most visit website for the Seaborn backward graph. Okay, let's go to the analysis and here. We can see that the most of the concentration years are like in 2015 and 2015 and 2020, like 5 years. You can see the popularity here. We have the outlier which is containing. So we discussed here, like outlier. Okay. You can see that outlier. You see that the value is in the popularity. Here, if you go to the popularity, you can see this line will because of this type of value. Most of the value are here, but these are very small, very least number of time. The high number of values are occurring. So this line representing that. Same for the port count. You have the outliers. If you use a machine learning, which is for this data for machine learning, so you have to remove that so that your accuracy or your prediction will be more is good. Okay. Now we'll see the number of movies released in every month. Let's see how it looks like. So, if you want to see the top 5 months, then as you know, you see head. 9, 10, 8, 9, 10. These 3 months having the most movie released in 3 months like 11, 9, 10, 11, 9 to 11. So these are the time like the winter time for when the crop these are the months where the most of the movie released. So we can analyze in different we analyze these two data subset of data using the release year. You can analyze it using the language like you can analyze using Hindi for the Bollywood. You can find a subset of that and analyze that. You can find the English movie and the Japanese movie. These are the possibilities are present here, and we'll do that in the next video because this video is now quite long. It's like 50 minutes or more. So we'll stop here and we'll do the analysis in the part